Alright, so we should be live right now. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? This is going to be episode 2 of 100 million Satoshis worth of game. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes, let people go ahead and fill in. Today's discussion will be on digital identities and the importance of them. So we'll be going through a couple of different stories. I think I got to look one more up, which is kind of old, but it's still very relevant for today's time. Individuals do have the ability also to tap into the metaverse. In fact, you know what I can actually do? I can put a link to the metaverse in the YouTube link. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see your videos. Here we go. Let me go ahead and throw this in here. Brother Bankroll, what's going on? There we go. There goes the link for anybody that wants to join in Crypto Voxels on YouTube. The link is in there. Let me throw it over on the because I'm coming live right now from 2 separate YouTube channels. So yeah, we're going live right now from 2 separate YouTube channels. If y'all can, let me know if y'all can hear me as well. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can see me. Make sure the screen is clear, please. Let me see. Let me see, what are we looking for here? Okay, here we go. And now I'm gonna put the link over here on this side too for those that are coming in on the Oh wow, why did they okay, I see what happened over here. I wonder if I can let me see if I can edit this content and who it's made for. Hold on. Let me go ahead and adjust this YouTube channel because right now it's not letting me do any comments and I know why. So give me a second. Let me go ahead and fix that momentarily. Thankful for everybody that's tuning in right now. How's everybody doing out there, family? For those that are tuning in on YouTube, I think I'm gonna start it live off on IG as well. So I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. Let people go ahead and fill in. Let's see, what are we looking for? Settings. Let me try to manage this real quick. So what I want to do, let me see. Well, wait for people to tune in. I'm gonna try to fix the comment section on the Block Wall Street channel. Let me try to fix that comment section real quick. Give me 1 second. This should allow me to do it here. Let's see. Let's customize. Content. Let's see. Let's see, permissions, community. Let me see. Advanced settings. Here we go. There we go. We save that. All right, so we did resave the comment. So Now let's see. We should be able to. One should now be able to comment. Yep, there we go. I fixed it on the Block Wall Street page. There we go. And now you do have the ability to click the link for those that are tuning in on Block Wall Street. That way you can tune in on the from the metaverse. For those that want to join that way. Let me check the comments to make sure that I'm coming through clearly. Let me check the comments. I want to make sure that I'm coming through clearly here. Let me check the comments to make sure that I'm coming through clearly. Let me check the comments. I want to make sure that I'm coming through clearly. There we go. We don't need that anymore. So we got that open. So it seems on my side that we're coming through clearly. Family, if you can, just give me a little feedback. There we go. Okay, you said I'm good. Cool. Let me get this podcast started up as well. One second. Let me get this podcast started up. That way I can record it. Had a podcast episode ready once we're done. There we go. In fact, let me see something real quick. See if I can get loaded up again. And I think I will be having one of the members from the biggest crypto play ever joining me today. And we're going to show you the importance of your digital identity and how you can get caught slipping out here, right? Especially for those that have a name, you know what I'm saying, about themselves, or a name to themselves, one of those names, you know, a Al Pacino, a Beyonce knows, you know, a Jay-Z, a Kanye West, a Brett Favre, a Jim Carrey, you know, names like that. Marlon Wayans. I wonder if anybody's got the Wayans brothers now that I think about it, in fact. Ha! Hey, what's going on, Unc? What's the word? What's going on, Unc? I got one of my uncles on here tuning in. Mr. Dennis, what's going on? Now you see why I can't get to you, Unc. I'll be doing this shit all day. Now you see why why it's hard for me to get to you. I already knocked out like four clients today, starting early in the AM. You know, I went straight from the client over to setting up for this podcast episode as well. Let me see if I got the Brother J Crypto tuning in yet. Okay, so we still waiting for the bro. Okay, so yeah, we got everybody tuning in over here on the Block Wall Street. Now, I do have 2 YouTube channels. I do have a newer YouTube channel, which I'm trying to migrate everybody over to. Block Wall Street Productions. I think you can just type in Block Wall Street and it should pop up. But I do have links also. Let me see. Okay. I do have links to the metaverse on both YouTube channels. If you just scroll up, look at the link. I wonder if there's a way I could pin those to the YouTube channel. I should attempt to. Let me make sure I gave Jay Crypto the right link. Yeah, I think I did. I think I gave Bro the right link. All right, so let me get this set up real quick on the Instagram. We got 10 minutes in, 100 million Satoshis worth of game. Talk about these digital identities. And you know, one question that I do get asked is where to start at. And I'm going to show y'all today where you should start at as far as digital identities are concerned. And this goes for, you know, personal, business, you know, all of the above. All of the above. We're going to get it. We're going to get it in order today as far as how to operate. Now, I want everyone to know this content is not monetized in any way, shape, or form. So all donations are appreciated. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start saying that. I really see that people really ain't coming out and donating just, you know, just out of the blue. I guess you do gotta ask for donations, but none of this information is monetized, family. So, you know, all donations are welcome. I'll get the Cash App in there in a second. Let me see. I need a little more crypto to follow along with today's demonstration that I'm going to be doing for everybody, because I am going to be doing a live demonstration. Let me get this. Let me get tuned into. Let me get tuned in over here real quick to StreamYard so I can share this screen as well. There we go. I see people are tuning in right now, tapping in on the metaverse. Slight, nothing like when the biggest crypto player ever do it. Slight, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time operating and actually sending out the links myself. Now, will be having a text number that'll be available pretty soon. Yeah, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. In fact, if y'all could, let me do this. This is what I'm gonna do for this is what I'm gonna do. Hold on. I'm gonna drop this because I do want people to come over from the other side, right? I do want people to come over from the other side. There we go. There you go. For those that are tuning in on Chicago Crypto Hustler, if y'all want to get the link to my new YouTube channel, I just put it in the chat. If you do want to get a link to my new YouTube channel, I just put it in the chat. Let me see. There we go. All right, so while I get that situated, okay, so you say you have both of them. Let me see, where is the podcast at? Once I get this podcast up and running, we're going to get things going. Let me see, I only got an hour to run on this podcast. On the actual, here we go. Okay, so let's record. And let me see, let me make sure we got people tuning in. In fact, let me get IG ready here. In fact, let me do this. This is what we need to kick it off with. There we go. MetaverseCelebrities.crypto. Let's get over to the website. See if we can get it pulled up. There we go. This is my own personal website. This is a decentralized Web 3.0 website in our actuality. MetaverseCelebrities.crypto. So anyone can come here at any time and look for, their favorite celebrity if they want to purchase it. If they can see the value in possibly flipping it or using that individual in some other way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So let me get this started on IG real quick. Just to let them know we are going live. There we go. Let me check and see if my brother Jay came in yet. Let's see. I got more than one. Make sure he's not on this one. Okay. So we're still waiting for the brother to tune in. I see I got more people coming in, tuning in through the metaverse. Also, for those that are in the metaverse, let me know if you can see the actual video. Let me know if the video is playing in the metaverse. There we go. There we go. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? Y'all already know what time it is. This is a presentation from Block Wall Street, right? Episode 2 of 100 million Satoshis worth of game. Once again, this is episode 2 being brought to you by Block Wall Street, right? Block Wall Street Productions, episode 2 of 100 million Satoshis worth of game. Coming live right now via 2 different YouTube channels. We got the Block Wall Street Productions. We got Chicago Crypto Hustler. You can tune in by hitting the link in my bio, And we also actually have individuals. Let me see. Let me take a look real quick. I think we got individuals tuning in on the metaverse side of things. Let me get on the inside real quick to make sure it's all going smoothly. There we go. Yeah, see, so we got the people tuning in right now. We got them coming in. Let me make sure that everything's working on the screen. Yep. And we're live. So yeah, we live. Slide back over here. For those that are tuning in right now on IG, if y'all want to click the link in my bio, it'll bring you. Click the link in my bio. Scroll down. You got two different links down there, right? You got a YouTube link, and other than that YouTube link, you got the link that's going to bring you actually into the metaverse, so you can watch this from the metaverse, right? Now let me check real quick and make sure that I can be heard in the metaverse. Yeah, we can see the video in the metaverse. 33 watching, but not 33 likes. Please hit the like button. Let me know if y'all can also hear it in the metaverse. It was not playing. Somebody says it's not playing. Somebody else said that it is playing. Someone said it's not playing. Somebody else said that it is playing. But we are filming live right now via the metaverse. In fact, let me snatch this and bring this over here real quick. That way we can add it on. Like so. Get this. Slide it back over this way. Let me see. Yeah, so we got people wandering around, going outside, just looking around the building right now. This is the Block Wall Street headquarters right here. We do have a built-in theater on the inside, as y'all can see. For those that are viewing this, for those that are watching, or those that will be listening in later on the podcast, you can go to Chicago Crypto Hustler on YouTube or Block Wall Street Productions on YouTube, as you should be able to find both videos for episode 2 of 100 million Satoshis worth of game. Like I said, if y'all want to tune in live, you can hit the link in my Instagram bio. Scroll down, you got two different links. You got the YouTube link, and you also have the Crypto Voxels link, which is going to bring you to the location to view this from inside the metaverse. You can view this from inside the metaverse right now. So let me make sure real quick, see if the volume's coming in. Let's see. Make sure everything's coming through smoothly. If y'all can, give me a thumbs up. For those that are viewing it in the metaverse or on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Yeah, we can see the video in the metaverse. Yes, sir. Metaverse in the house. Yep. Nice. Now, like I said, for those that are tuning in on IG, y'all gonna want to come in on the YouTube side of things. I'm not gonna be able to hold my hand up the whole time. And yeah, it's getting lit in here, Brother Riley, ain't it? It's getting lit in here right now. It's getting kind of lit in here. You know, getting the people in here. And like I say, this is innovative. Why? Because ain't nobody doing things like this right now. Not within our specific demographic. You get what I mean? So we get the chance to beat individuals to the punch from a financial and a commercial standpoint. Not so much for bragging rights, though you're going to get that anyways, right? Not so much for bragging rights, though you're going to get that anyways. But what I want y'all to do, like I said, tune in, hit the link in my bio. We're going to start off with the first story here. Speaking on how South Korea's Generation MZ leads the rush into the metaverse. Because it's talking specifically about Decentraland, which is one of the top metaverses in this space. So like I said, if you're tuning in right now on IG, you're going to want to hit the link in my bio. Scroll down, look for the YouTube link or the link under the YouTube link. One's going to take you to YouTube. One is going to take you to the metaverse. It's up to you which one you want to tune in on. See y'all in the future. Let me close this up on IG. Go ahead and post this. There we go. All right. Now we can take off, get things started. Let me see. So the first story, right, just to put things sort of in context of what we're getting into when we talk about these digital identities, right? In fact, I got to bring this story up too. Let me see. Here we go. Sotheby's. And let's look at the story of them in Decentraland. Here we go. This is from June 7th. So we'll be revisiting this specific story as well. We'll be kicking it off with this here. So it says that South Korea's new, the next generation are rushing into the metaverse, right? It says that South Korean engineer Sean has big plans to develop the parcels of land he has snapped up for millions of won, which equivalent to thousands of dollars in recent years, into long-term money spenders. I'm planning to design my building, which is suitable to host K-pop live performances and K-drama screenings. I'm gonna say this again, what this individual is doing. And when we do this, you want to think real estate in the real world, but in the metaverse, right? Think real estate in the real world, but understand that you're operating in the metaverse, even though the terminology and the way that we look at that value that real estate may be the same. So number one, he had to purchase the real estate that he's building on top of right now. He had to purchase the land that he is making the choice to build on top of right now. He's been doing it over the last couple of years, which when you look at the value of land in the beginning to where it is priced at now, right? Let's take a look if we can and see for the OpenSea. Let's go to virtual worlds. Let me see, who do we want to look for? If we don't see it off top, we're just going to go straight to Decentraland if they don't give us the option. So yeah, let's just go straight to it. And what I'm looking for is the activity on Decentraland. I'm looking for the activity. So let's look at our activity. So we can see parcels right here that are going 6,444 mana, 6,900 mana, 52 mana. This is 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. So we can see these parcels of land being bought and sold, right? Let's see. 4,900, 5,000, 7,500, 18,000 mana 2 days ago. Somebody bought Spirey, DCL headquarters. Let me see, they got the university, Prime Estate, and Main Plaza Circle, 1.5 Ethereum. That might not be too bad. Parcels, let me see. But the main thing is you got digital real estate being bought and sold over here daily, right? Now, the individual from this story has purchased some of that real estate, and he is now going to host K-pop, which is a genre of music, I believe. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. K-pop live performances and K-drama screenings. This 30-year-old investor told Reuters, 30 years old, that can probably lead to a profitable business model in 2 to 3 years. I think before that, to be honest with you, right? We got to understand that owning digital property, number one, allows the individual to lease, right? To lease that property and allow other individuals to build, perform, showcase, advertise. You get what I mean? Let me see. Construction won't be hampered by any coronavirus pandemic, spurred labor shortages, or increased costs. This is another thing that we have to tap into. The fact that when we utilize things such as the metaverse to perform functions that we would otherwise have to perform in the real world, we're not held back by those restrictions in the real world. Whereas right now, it's kind of hard to get the work crew, the constructors, you know what I mean? With this pandemic, whatever you may want to call it, right? As of right now, today, it's a lot harder to do things in the real world. Though you can sit back from the comfort of your home and operate and build an empire in the metaverse today, right now, right? It says Sean's grand project is all in the blockchain-based virtual world Decentraland, which is the hottest virtual reality world in this space. I don't want to argue with nobody. This is the hottest. This is where you see the big businesses coming to. This is where you see artists coming to, right? Yeah, everything else is going to get used, but this is number one, top notch right now. We're going to get to the in-game currency here in a minute because it's my belief that in-game currency is one of the most undervalued currencies within this space. Let me say this as well. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Please do not take anything that I'm going to be sharing as any type of financial advice. Nice. We're getting people filled in over here on the Block Wall Street. These are 100% my opinions. 100% my opinions. You get what I mean? So as we go forward now, it goes on to state that the metaverse may be a futuristic prospect for most of the world, but it's increasingly a reality in South Korea, where soaring home prices and income inequality have enticed the so-called Generation MZ or Gen MZ into alternative online worlds. Their digital avatars play games, walk around with friends, host social gatherings, shop and party, and make plans to build cities and profitable businesses. Sean, who declined to be identified other than by the name of his Decentraland avatar. I'm going to say that again. He's declined to be identified by anybody other than the name of his Decentraland avatar. Has gradually immersed himself in the platform over the past 3 years. Users can buy land in this virtual world with the aim of hosting real businesses there, like a nightclub that charges users for access, right? Just like in the real world, the success of the businesses and the communities around them can raise the value of your virtual land. It's almost like when you think of McDonald's, right? I don't know if a lot of people know this, but McDonald's, the company, the conglomerate, the empire, actually invests in real estate. It's not so much the dollar burgers that they selling, where a lot of their returns are coming from. It's from the real estate that they invest in. Did anybody else know that about McDonald's? And you know what they really invest in? It's really the real estate game, right? Make sure everything's coming through clearly. Okay, cool. So investment managers, telecom firms, and even the South Korean governments are all plugging in. Remember, this is news from across the seas. This isn't in the US. This is news from across the seas that we're following right now. Samsung Asset Management expects its Samsung Global Metaverse Fund. What's a fund? What's a fund? A fund is something that capital gets put towards in order to invest in outside diversifications or outside things into the portfolio, right? Launched in late June. They just launched this. They just launched this, right? To easily beat its goal of drawing It beat its goal of drawing 100 billion won, which is 86.49 million, right? By the end of 2021, with around 1 to 2 billion won flowing in every day, right? They're looking to get 100 billion. They're looking to spend over 100 billion won on this internet stuff. This shit that some people are looking at like, why are you buying that? Why are you spending money? Why are you buying those stupid pictures? I'm not giving them $1,000 for that. I'm not paying $1,500 for that. The gas fee's $150. I'm not about to pay that. This is what people that don't understand what's going on is saying, right? Those that understand it are rolling with the punches, right? Those that understand it are rolling with the punches and paying that gas fee because they understand on the turnaround side what the return may be, right? For those in the Discord, if y'all can, check the PDP spot. I need some assistance with this next thing I'm gonna be doing. So if you're from the Discord, go in the Discord and check that P2P. It goes on to state that Choi Byung Gwyn, Samsung Asset Management Vice President. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we're gonna see something here. Said interest in the metaverse had grown since the pandemic as people worked remotely. The Samsung Fund launched just 2 weeks after KB Asset Management's KB Global Metaverse Economy Fund. So now what are you seeing here? You know what you're seeing happen? You're seeing different entities, right? Corporate entities, government entities, traditional entities, creating these funds, right? Creating these funds that are being placed here to invest and stuff like this. And here it is. Everybody's got the chance to invest in some of this stuff. Look at the price of some of this. 30 mana for a hoodie, right? 20 for slices of pizza. 42 for some big bad joints, which I'm going to buy a couple of these, right? Look at these suits. 75 mana. Now, this is the thing. Not only do we have to look at the value of it in mana right now only being 75, we have to look at the value of mana being under $1. Meaning, as of right now, this suit isn't even $75. Now, let me say this. Excuse me. At one point, this suit wasn't even $20. When you understand the value at which mana has come from, right? And what we're looking at right now, for those that are going to be listening in, we are looking at the wearables that are available on Decentraland. Once again, we are looking at the wearables that are available on Decentraland. So let's take a look at mana real quick. Let's just go back maybe a year from today. Let's go. Let's take a look at mana on Binance. Put it on a weekly. So January 2021, mana was trading between a low of 8 cents. You hear me? A low of 8 cents and a high of 12 cents. Now, when you look at the value of these items on Decentraland, right? The average is going to be, especially if you're into the name creation, which is what we're going to get into here in a minute, it's 100 mana, right? Now, it's a big difference between you grabbing 100 mana at 8 cents, which is only $8, right? And buying 100 mana right now at 86 cents, which now makes it $86. Am I correct? So think about let's think about the game that we're going to get into right now, which is the name creation, the wearables, being able to obtain these different items and how much mana it costs to obtain these items, right? And let's look at where mana was a year ago to whereas, you could have got a couple thousand mana for a couple $100. Now it's going to cost you a couple $1,000 for a couple thousand mana. And this is the thing. With the in-game currency mana, you are always going to be using it. Why? Because everything within the game is priced in the mana token. So now we're looking at the difference of at one point in time, right? Beginning of the year, we were looking at the names on mana. Let's go take a look at the names real quick. Let's see. At one point, these names were $8, $3, $4, $18, $28, $38, $48, $58. Now they're up to about $88, and they've actually been higher than that $88 price, right? Now, this is a secondary market that we're looking at. So the names on the secondary market are, of course, going to be worth more than the original mana, than the original price, which is just 100 tokens. Now, the dollar value, right, is dependent on the underlying value of the asset at the specific time you're purchasing it. So right now, to buy 100 mana, $86. Tomorrow might be 76. Could be 105, 106, right? This is the reason that I'm telling you now that the value of mana being under $1 in its use case is highly undervalued. And one reason being because you don't have a huge community over here that actually understand what's going on. And then even when we look at the retail value, right? 1,000 mana for the Word the Punisher. That's not too bad. Let me see. Aflac for 20,000, NFT Space for 2,000. T King for 9,500, right? So who owns you in this space right now? Right? Who has your specific name, your unique name, whether it's a nickname, right? Michael Jordan for 12. Damn, this ain't too. It might not be a bad price. 12,500? 12,500 mana for Michael Jordan. Tom Brady right now, 12,500. Number one, do you think these people own these names right now? LeBron James, Walt Disney, right? But specifically Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, and LeBron James. And, people might look like, oh, well, that's stupid. Why the hell would they want their names? Nobody cares. Nobody's going to buy those names from any. Okay. We can think that, right? We can definitely think that. Let's see. Bring this story up because I share this story constantly because it really hits home. And I'm also going to find the other one where they, excuse me, where if I can find it, where they sold Prada, Jimmy Choo, a couple of other choice names for a fraction of a price as well. So let's see. Here we see that the Decentraland name Kanye West, and this is from 2020. So let's put an emphasis on what the value of some of this stuff is today, right? Because this is an old story, right? So number one, let's start at the Genesis. You had somebody that obviously knew about Decentraland and decided to go buy the name Kanye West at the time, which nobody obviously thought about beforehand. And this goes into why I'm buying the names that I'm buying. Because if I don't, somebody else has the ability to do it, right? So we're looking at the Kanye West name selling for 100,000 mana, which at the time was what? Only 3,700. But what did it cost the individual to create? Possibly $3.70. Possibly $5. To create something for under $10 and sell it for $3,000 is one hell of a flip. Whether you're like, oh, it's only 3,000, you have to look at the percentage gain. What was your initial investment? What was your ROI? What was your return of investment? Right? Now, like I said, this was May 18th, 2020. That was for, at the time, 17.5 Ethereum. Let's see what 17.5 Ethereum is today. Let me see. So today, hold on. Nope, that's not right. Hold on. We want 17.5 ETH to USD. Let me see. Man, usually they give me a real nice exchange rate down here. I don't know why Google's 17 ETH to USD. There we go. So this 17 Ethereum right now is about $60,000. So if the individual that sold this name last year, right, for 100,000 mana, 17.5 ETH, let's look at 100,000 mana though, because it may be different. Let's say 110,000 right there. That's 100,000. So right now, 100,000 mana is 86,000, right? At the time, it was worth 17.5 ETH, but no matter what, they got 100,000 mana for that transaction. So if they would have held that mana, excuse me, the individual that sold it for 3,700, if he had patience and discipline, he is now sitting on over $86,000 from possibly a $5 investment. You can't tell me there's anything else within this traditional world right now that is giving back returns like this. Name it if you know it. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me check. Make sure everything's still coming through clearly. Make sure everything's still coming through clearly. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Later on that day, they also sold Travis Scott, Haley, Lizzo, Jay-Z, Lil Nas X, Nicki Minaj, and they all sold for 5 to 10K mana. Back then, right? All registered. This is the key right here. All registered for 100 mana each. This is the key. This is what I want y'all to focus in on. It's going to cost you 100 mana every time you pick up one of them names. So now let's look at the names. Let me see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. Just think about how many hundreds of manas went through to get all these. This is just one of the wallets, right? This is just one of them. These are just the ones that I got from the Metaverse Celebrities website as of right now. I haven't added Kevin Gates over here. I haven't added Kathleen Woods, a couple other individuals, right? But these are all investments. Johnny Dang and Company, Diamond Boys, Flawless Gang. These are priceless assets, right? Now you understand why I bought Donda West and Donda. Because if I didn't, hell, somebody else was going to do it. And no telling what those individuals are going to price these as. Now, me personally, some of these names, I'm looking to gift to the individuals to which I think they should go with, right? Right? Here you can see I have Rest in Peace D-Thing, right? OTF, Rest in Peace Chino Dollar. OTF D-Thing, right? These are individuals that the names themselves, hold sentimental value, but being able to have those names, whether they're going to use them or not, right? But being able to have them and own them and just tuck them to the side so nobody else can use them or discredit them or do any type of crazy stuff to them, because y'all got to understand this, man, a lot of this stuff can go a whole nother way, right? And I'm speaking from my background in Chicago, right? From a disrespectful type of cyberbang type of way, right? We already got the guys out here talking about smoking on each other's dead packs, right? What would be even more disrespectful for me to go buy your dead homie and then put all this disrespectful stuff on his face as far as graffiti, dress him up as a woman. And I'm not saying that to put this out here. I'm saying that to say the things that are possible and the things that individuals may come up and start trying to do. So me personally, I'm going to grab my loved ones, right? Those that have passed, number one, to allow them to live forever in the metaverse, and number two, to hold on to their legacy so nobody else can grab it and do whatever they want with it. It may be a far out thought right now, right? What I'm saying to y'all right now today, speaking on the dead, maybe something like, nah, stupid, never see. Hey, you never know, right? Should NFL players and other athletes and entertainers purchase? Shit. Why? I mean, that's the whole point of me giving this 100 million Satoshis worth of game, because they're not focused on it. They're buying apes and monkeys and bananas and dogs and Doge and Shiba, right? That's what they're buying right now. Let's move on. Now, in fact, let me see something. Let's see. Let me finish reading this, and then I'm going to show y'all how y'all can kind of get ahead everybody and what to look out for, right, when you're looking for these names. It goes on to say, with global big tech companies such as Facebook seeing their businesses' direction shifting toward the metaverse, the industry is raking in the money, right? SK Telecom, the country's largest mobile carrier, launched a metaverse Ifland. Maybe that meant to say fund. I'm not 100% sure. In July, where denizens can host and attend meetings with other animated avatars. I hope y'all see where this is going. As the social trend shifted to non-face-to-face due to the pandemic era, the demand for metaverse services jumped. An SK Telecom official told Reuters. There are thousands of rooms being created every day and tens of thousands of daily users. SK Telecom is part of a metaverse alliance launched by the South Korean government in mid-May that includes more than 200 companies and institutions. So you see how these people are getting together, right? You see how these people are getting together, allocating their funds as a unit, because they see the bigger picture, and you can get a lot more if you put your money together than you can if you just separate and do it on your own, right? Put everything else to the side. Let's get this money. We can argue and bicker later on. A Ministry of Science and ICT official told Reuters the government hopes to play a lead role in the metaverse industry. Wow. That's kind of funny, when years ago the government was saying this shit was a joke. Why would somebody spend? You can go back and look up stories where they're saying, why would someone be dumb enough to spend $1,000 on virtual land and this, that, and the third, right? Now look, in a 604.4 trillion won budget for 2022 unveiled last week, the government earmarked 9.3 trillion won to accelerate a digital transformation and foster new industries such as the metaverse. And some slight, 9.3 trillion, right? Some slight. It goes on to state that South Koreans have been especially open to the attractions of the metaverse, even though it remains unclear to what extent a full replication of real life is possible or how long it will take to develop. Social experts attribute the interest to the disgruntled MZ generation, a term coined in the country that merges millennials and Generation Z, encompassing those born between 1981 and the early 2010s. As the coronavirus pandemic has dragged on, a new lexicon has sprung up in South Korea for the untapped, the opposite of contact economy. Right? They're already giving it words. It goes on to state, the craze for the metaverse reflects the sadness and anger of the MZ generation due to polarization, said Kim Sang-kyun or Kyan, an industry engineering professor at Kangwon National University, who has published 2 best-selling books on the metaverse since late 2020. They do not consider the metaverse as an alternative or replacement of reality. Instead, it's just another extension or part of their lives. They are the generation that has communicated with the world through devices since birth, unlike the older generation like myself. For 37-year-old Choi Ji-young, it was frustration with real estate prices and regulations in the physical world that drove him to buy property in the geolocation-based platform Earth 2. Right? Choi's 50 million won investment in the pricey Gangnam district in Seoul on Earth 2 is something he can only dream of in the real world. It was easy to purchase, it's not as expensive as I thought. Now, that's the equivalent to I myself, right, owning such space as Michael Jackson's family house in Indiana, owning the Alhambra Palace or the Alhambra next to Granada in Spain, owning the monumental and historical Regal Theater on 79th Street located in Chicago, right? I own these plots of land that these infrastructures sit on in the metaverse, right? You got to open up your mind to see the value in things like that. In the time in which we're getting into these things, in the time in which I was sharing it so that everyone could front run the rest of the world, meaning get in on something before everybody else knows what's going on. Fueling many of the metaverse platforms are non-fungible tokens or NFTs. Intangible digital assets encompassing everything, listen, from artworks and videos to clothes and avatars, which are purchased with cryptocurrency. Decentraland offers a limited number of digital land parcels or land in the form of NFTs that are acquired using Mana, a fungible token that acts as the game's currency, highly undervalued, like I said. Mana, in my humble opinion, not financial advice. Mana, an altcoin, can be purchased with fiat currency on limited cryptocurrency exchanges or in a swap with digital currencies like Bitcoin or Ether. As in the real world, land parcels located closer to popular districts are more valuable than others. And damn near all the land we got within crypto voxels, me, the partners at biggest crypto play ever, we got all lakefront. We got all lakefront land. Everything we got, you can look out the window and see the sea, or what is the equivalent to the sea, anyways. As in the real world, land parcels located closer to popular districts are more valuable than others. Some land parcels that sold for about $20 each when Decentraland launched in 2017 now change hands for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Facts. As the platform develops, Sean and other landowners believe they will be able to make money by using their land for a variety of commercial businesses, such as building concert venues and charging admission for performances. Changes and developments to Decentraland are overseen by the Decentraland Foundation, which was set up as a nonprofit organization to act on behalf of the users. Sounds like a trust relationship to me. Let me see. Wang Kyun Il, a 36-year-old fintech entrepreneur, owns land in North Korea's capital, Pyongyang, Vatican City, and Egypt on Earth 2, where he plans to build a profitable tourism and educational business. Earth 2, which launched in November, is not a fully fledged metaverse environment, but rather a marketplace for selling digital tiles which represent parts of the Earth. Users cannot currently enter the land they have bought, meaning Wang has taken a gamble on a world that is yet to materialize. So a lot of this, you got to have that mindset and be open-minded to see the big picture in the future and where this thing is going. Earth 2 chief executive Shane Isaac told Reuters South Koreans were the most active users on the platforms, based on self-affiliation, spending about 9.1 million, followed by the US with 7.5 million, and then Italy with 3.9 million. Decentraland said its platforms had more than 7,067 active users from South Korea in the 30 days to September 1st, second only to the United States. People won't forget about or move away from the industry once things return to something resembling normality, Dave Carr, a communications lead for the Decentraland Foundation, told Reuters. If anything, this period will define the most important, valuable, or relevant entities and experiences. Right? Now they're talking about what Roblox and all that is selling for, but not important. Not important. We're talking about this new metaverse. Right? Think about how much money some of you have given your children to play Roblox and giving them to spend on Robux, or NBA 2K and spending V-Bucks. Money that you're putting into the game, but you're not getting out of the game. So at the end of the day, yes, it may be a win to keep the children occupied, right? But it's not anything to put any food on the table in the long run. You follow? Let me check to make sure we got everything. Okay, everything's still coming through. Cool. Now, crypto fashion. Why people pay real money for virtual clothes? Once again, people care what their avatars are wearing. When the virtual world Decentraland said in June, users could make and sell, listen, make and sell their own clothing for avatars to wear on the site. Hiruto Kai stayed up all night designing Japanese-inspired garments. Selling kimonos for around $140 each, he made $15,000 to $20,000 in just 3 weeks. With the idea of spending real money on clothing that does not physically exist is baffling to many. Many that's fucking a lot of people's head up. Like, why are they spending all this money on these dumb digital outfits? Excuse my language. Please excuse my language. This is not a show. Well, this is more of an adult show. I'll say that. But it goes on to say that virtual possessions generate real sales in the metaverse, online environments where people congregate, walk around, meet friends, and play games. Digital artist and Japan enthusiast Kai's real name is Noah. He's a 23-year-old living in New Hampshire. After making as much in those 3 weeks as he'd earned in a year at his music store job, he quit to become a full-time designer. He said it just took off. It was a new way to express yourself in his walking art, and that's what's so cool about it. When you have a piece of clothing, you can go to a party in it. You can dance in it. You can show it off, and it's a status symbol. Remember, this is all about the flex. That's why I see a lot of these other individuals purchasing these things, right? It's all about who can flex the hardest, right? Purchasing stuff on OpenSea or Rarible doesn't matter because OpenSea is just an open air market for you to sell it from anywhere. So you might be purchasing clothes on OpenSea that were created on Rarible. OpenSea is just an open market. That's all it is. It's not like super rare specific. Rarible is specific. Mintable is specific. Mint base is specific. But you can sell everything on OpenSea. So it's a difference, but there's really no difference. Only difference is you may get things for a first price on Rarible and then get it on a secondary price on OpenSea because somebody may buy it off somebody from Rarible and then bring it to OpenSea and sell it for a higher price. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you see some of the same assets on each one. And yeah, this is Ready Player One vibes. It's definitely Ready Player One vibes. It goes on to state that in Decentraland, clothing for avatars known as wearables can be bought and sold on the blockchain in the form of a crypto asset called a non-fungible token. Once again, we're talking about NFTs. Kai's kimonos include exquisite crushed blue velvet pieces with golden dragon trim. I'm gonna go try to find some of these for $140. I'm gonna buy a couple of them. If they're still that price. NFTs exploded in popularity earlier this year as speculators and crypto enthusiasts flocked to buy the new type of asset, which represents ownership of online-only items such as digital art, which you can actually have physical representations of as well, trading cards, and land in online worlds. The niche crypto assets are also capturing, is that niche? I think it's niche, the attention of some of the world's biggest fashion companies, keen to associate themselves with a new generation of gamers, although most of their forays so far are from marketing. LVMH owned Louis Vuitton launched a metaverse game where players can collect NFTs. Burberry has created branded NFT accessories for the Blancos Block Party game, a game owned by Mythical Games. And then Gucci has sold non-NFT clothing for avatars with the game Roblox. Your avatar represents you. Once again, your avatar represents you, said Imani McKeown, a Miami-based fashion model and NFT enthusiast. Basically, what you're wearing is what makes you who you are. McCann reckons he spent $15,000 to $16,000 on 70 NFT wearable items since January, and it is addictive. Using profit from cryptocurrency investments, his first purchase was a Bitcoin-themed sweater, and he recently bought a black beret designed by his friend. These are the sneakers designed by RTFKT. Let me see. This is another company. Let me see. Give you a little sneak peek. They got some real wild pieces too. So I have to just go straight to their website. Hold on. Okay, so here goes some of their sneakers. This ain't their full website though. This is not their full website. Let me see something. RTFKT. Here we go. Here go the studios right here. Here we go. See, these are some of their featured drops right here. 2,000 and 500. Let me see. These are two, but now these are nice. I rock these in the real world, and these ones with the red on them. Just me personally. I don't need Gucci, Louis, Prada, all that shit. I bought all that shit already. I'm not interested in all that. I'm interested in next level shit. All that shit's cool, but that. I'm gonna be honest with you. As we look at moving into this future, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the shit that people are doing, you living in the Flintstone era. If you're not up on this, on the new wave of things, the digital wave, and you living like the Jetsons, you the Flintstones, right? So, in my humble opinion, me being able to rock some blockchain-based shoes, if I could get these created right, it'd be a way better flex. I mean, these are $15,000 right here. So imagine you get a pair of these created, right? And then you get the actual physical copy. You flexing harder than anybody rocking any of that Gucci, Louis, Prada bullshit, right? And I don't mean nothing against anybody that rocks that shit, that goes and buys that. It's nothing against you. It's just my humble opinion. That's the shit of the past. That's the old stuff, man. We got a whole new era coming in, a whole new genre, and they're trying to hold on. But let that shit go. Make your own style. Come over here. You be the next Louis Gucci product. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, the overall size of the NFT wearables market is difficult to establish. In Decentraland alone, wearable sales volumes total 750,000 in the first half of 2021, up from 267,000 in the same period last year, according to nonfungible.com, a website which tracks the NFT market. Some proponents say wearables and shopping in virtual shops could be the future of retail. There is no could about it, family. Let me say this now. There is no could about it. This is the future of retail. There is no, it could be. No, that's what this is. In my humble opinion, let me say that again though. Instead of scrolling through a feed and shopping online, you can have a way immersive brand experience by exploring a virtual space. Whether you are shopping for your online avatar or buying physical products that can be shipped to your door, said Julia Schwartz, director of Republic Realm, a $10 million virtual real estate investment vehicle, which has built a shopping mall in Decentraland. You see the shit they doing? Are y'all catching on to what I'm giving y'all right now? We still ain't even got to their digital identities, which we're gonna cover after this. But I hope y'all catching, right? What I'm dropping for y'all right now. Let me see how much time I got left on the podcast. Okay, we got 45 minutes. Cool. About 15 minutes left. For NFT enthusiasts, online fashion does not replace physical purchases, right? But Paula Cello, Elisa Abakova, co-founders of digital fashion startup Ouroboros or something, say it could be environmentally friendly alternative to fast fashion. Customers can send Ouroboros or whatever an image of themselves and have clothing digitally added for 60 pounds, which is $83 to 1,000 pounds. Cello argued that the virtual garment concept couldn't limit the waste of consumers buying clothes to wear on social media, citing a 2018 Barclay Card study, which found 9% of British shoppers had brought clothes for social media photos and returned them. Wow. That means people buying shit, flexing on social media, and sending it right back. Yeah, you didn't think people were doing that? We need to have the shift now in fashion. The industry simply cannot continue. That is kind of hard when you think about it. The people are buying things and just sending it back to take a quick flick. And then you look at the NFT digital avatar world, whereas when you buy it, you own it. Now, it wouldn't be a return because there are no returns. It would be a flip because now you can flip it and sell it, right? The virtual sneaker company RTFKT sells limited edition NFTs representing sneakers which can be worn in some virtual worlds or on social media via a Snapchat filter. It really took off when COVID started and loads of people went more online, said Steven Vaselev, RTFTK, whatever, co-founder and CEO. The company has posted $7 million worth of sales with limited edition sneakers selling in auctions for $10,000 to $60,000, he said. Family, this whole digital economy is going on right up under the nose of some people. They have absolutely no idea that this is taking place right now. Absolutely no idea that this is taking place right now. Goes on to state that while the majority of customers are in their 20s and 30s, and some are even as young as 15. Yes, family, your children can get in on this. Your children could easily, I'm gonna put this out there. Your children could easily be millionaires by the time that they're grown, right? They can easily jag the money too. So the thing is not to just make your children millionaires, but give them financial literacy. That way they know how to manage that $1 million plus, because it's gonna be $1 million plus. You hear me? Don't turn a blind. If you don't want to get into this, at least introduce your children to this. Because like I said, you may want to live in the Flintstones being from the older, from back in the day, but your children are going to live in the Jetsons era, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. You might as well get them ready for that time now, right? It goes on to state that the NFTs, the RTFKT's NFTs can be used as a token to get a free physical version of the shoe. But 1 in 20 customers do not redeem that token because they want to flip it. But you can redeem it for the shoe. Right? I didn't do the redemption stuff because I couldn't be bothered, said Jim McNeils, a Dallas-based NFT buyer who founded NFT company NFT42. So many millionaires and billionaires are going to be created from this space. It's going to be ridiculous. And not even from the buying and selling, from the creation aspect. Remember, we don't always have to be consumers and look to buy these things and flip them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you coming over here, learning how to create and create your own line. Who's going to be the Dapper Dan of the metaverse, right? Who's going to be the fashion geeks of the metaverse, huh? Who's going to come over here and take those positions? In fact, I maybe need to go buy Dapper. In fact, I am. Hold on, let me see something. Here we go. Dapper Dan. I wonder if anybody Let's see. Maybe value in this name. Let's see if it's available real quick. Because this is the part that we want to get to right here, right? This is the part that I guess everybody came there for, right? Let me see. Where's that other story I wanted to cover, though? There is another story that I did want to cover. All right, here we go. So Sotheby's, right? Sotheby's launched a new location within Decentraland. They built up, and for those that don't know what Sotheby's is, this is a huge collection agency. What I call it? Would you call it that? Let me see. It's an auction house. There we go. It's like an auction house where, you know, items, goods, collectibles, antiques are auctioned off, things like that. They built a virtual reality world. Now the thing about it, you're greeted by a digital avatar of its London commissioner, Hans Lamoter. This is where the value is. Had somebody purchased this man's name before they thought about coming over here to Decentraland, they'd had to cash that individual out to get this man's specific name. Now, can you put HNS or leave out the O and abbreviate this and abbreviate that? Yeah, but I'm telling you now, if their name's available, they're gonna opt in to pick their name. They can just purchase it from the individual. And once you get it from the individual, there's no foul play. It's all fair. You got ownership of it. You do what you want with it. Right? Let's see something real quick. Let's go to the names. Let's see. Dapper. Okay, I don't see Dapper Dan here. Let's turn on sale off. And it's not on for sale. So Dapper Dan is available. Dapper Dan is available for 100 mana. Now, do you see the value in that? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. I've seen somebody asking about football players, right? They got Tukey Williams. Let's look at Cameron Newton. Ain't that his full name, Cameron Newton? Let's see. Yeah, Cameron Newton. So 1, 2, 3. Now, another thing you got to be mindful of with these names, right? Another thing you got to be mindful of with these names is they only allow you 15 characters. So you got to make sure that the name is under 15 characters. And you can get Cameron Newton right now. But he does go by Cam Newton as well. So let's see if Cam Newton is also taken. So here we go. We do have Cam Newton that has been bought already for 100 mana. It expires in almost 4 years. And they have a price point right now, right? 950 mana. Now, I'm going to say something. That's not that bad for Cam Newton. But, as always, you can go get his full government name right now if anybody wanted to go get it. And yes, I'm giving y'all the ability to front run me and go purchase that name if you want it. If you don't, hey, I'll grab it after this show, right? Makes me no difference. Can I see the value in it? Yes. Right? So Cam Newton, we can see it's right back on the market. 950 mana, which right now under $1,000. It's under $1,000 for Cam Newton's name, right? Check everything, make sure everything's coming through clearly. So let me say this. When I start with digital identities, right, I always start with Decentraland. I always start in Decentraland anytime I'm looking for digital identities. Anytime I'm looking for digital identities. Okay, I got you. Hold on. Maybe close to 3. Check that Discord, Miss Jerica. Check the Discord. I just answered you. Check the Discord. Let me know if you can assist me real quick. Anybody, really. I want to. It's a couple of names that I'm going to purchase live today, just to show you how I operate and what I look for. I need a little more assistance though, real quick, just because I ain't got time to move stuff around. So check that DM on Discord real quick, Miss Jerica. Now, what we're going to do, right? Let's take a look at a couple of the collectibles. Also, understand when you're operating in this space, you're mostly operating on the Ethereum network, right? So the transaction fees to create these names, you have to price in the transaction fee, which can be anywhere from $20 to $200, just to be honest. Me personally, if I'm paying under $100 for the name and I gotta pay another $100 for the transaction fee, me personally, I'm eating that. I'm eating that, huncho. Because I already know what I can get for this name on the back end later on. And if I wait for the price to go down, you got something called collective consciousness, right? You got something called collective consciousness, right? If I think about it, somebody else may think about it. If I don't pull the trigger, somebody else may pull the trigger. So now it's a race, right? In fact, let's see. Let me see. Didn't this guy just buy? Let me see. Steph Curry ape. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So Steph Curry just bought a Bored Ape Yacht Club for 180 grand, right? They bogus for how they did this, though. Yeah, whatever the case may be. Now let me ask this: do we think Steph Curry went and grabbed his digital identity, which, in my opinion, was 100,000% cheaper if it's available, right? The Bored Ape sold back in May for 0.6 ETH. Ooh, he just got stirred. So that's like a stain. They hit a lick over you. They bought it for 0.6, which is under what? Under $4,000 right now. And sold it for 180 grand. Super hard. But do you think he went and got his digital identity to represent him in the metaverse? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt he even knows anything like that is going on. Let's take a look. Yep. Somebody got it. Let me see. Somebody got it and it's not for sale. Somebody got it and it's not for sale. Crypto Joe. This person is trying to buy a lot of stuff off of me. Like when I look at my offers for certain things, this individual right here, he be trying to get a lot. So he owns Steph Curry. Let's see. See what else, man. He got, okay. Yeah, he's trying tight over here on the gear. Blue winter jacket, Christmas hats. So now we're looking into the mind, right? So to say, of the individual that was smart enough to go get Steph Curry's name. This is who owns Steph Curry. And this damn sure ain't Steph Curry. This is Crypto Joe. You get what I'm saying? That's what I say. Who owns you? Because right now, Crypto Joe owns Steph Curry in the metaverse. Do we understand the value here? Right? Do y'all understand where I'm going with this? Where I'm showing you this? Right? Now I wonder what he's going to end up selling it for. If he even puts it up for sale right now. He may be able to lease that name. You never know. We don't. This is the thing. We're in the beginning stages of this still. We don't know where this thing could go. Man, he's got a lot of wearables. There he goes, Steph Curry. Only two names he has is Crypto Joe and Steph Curry. The only in this wallet, anyways. In this wallet. Right? So who owns you? Let me see. Check these chats. See what's coming in. There we go. So now let me see. All right, let me give me 1 second, family. Let me get this sent over here real quick. That way we can proceed with the rest of this process. Let me see. Give me 1 second. For those that are listening in on the podcast, we've been looking at, Decentraland wearables, just in case it is hard to keep up while listening. We've been looking at Decentraland wearables, looking at names, We just found Steph Curry, who is owned by an individual that we only know as Crypto Joe. While Steph Curry's paying $180,000 for apes, his digital identity is on the chopping block right now. It could be sold for whatever the highest bid is. You know what I'm saying? So now, how many athletes, celebrities, right? How many individuals that are talking all this crypto stuff don't own their own digital identity? It's kind of interesting when you think about it, to be honest. Let me see. Okay, let me swap out. Let me get a little bit of mana real quick because I am about to go shopping here. Let me give me a little bit of mana real quick. There's a couple of names that I want to snatch up. There's a couple of wearables I'm going to be snatching up as well. Also, let me see. Yeah, that's too ridiculous. Also, what I'm going to be doing is snatching up a couple of items on the Polygon network. As I was stating before, right? Right now, transaction fees are extremely high on the Ethereum side of the blockchain, right? So let me see. Let me go. Let's go back to the marketplace. Let's take a look at some of these wearables real quick. These are some of the newest items. Cyberpunk armor. Let me see. Cloudy City. I'm gonna grab some of these sunglasses. Probably grab me a dragon head. Harris, what is this? Ha! Hey, I was locked up with so many dudes that had the kisses, the lips tattooed on their neck. I guess that shit was a fad or something for a minute out here in Chicago. There was a lot of gangsters that had that shit on their neck. Like, what the hell? But anyways, let's see what this is. Let me see. It's only 100 of them available, 89 of 100 left. Almighty First Collection 1 from Junior First Fist Club. Let's see what this is. Let's see. Now, what I'm showing you right now is how to do research, how to DYOR, do your own research. Let me see. So this is First Audio, music for your audio NFT, produced by Harrison First. Interesting. First Audio. So First Audio is a way for digital artists and NFT creators to tap into the audio NFT space by having fully produced music by Harrison First in the next collection. All instrumentals are produced by Harrison First, and you are only required to hold 1,000 first to have access. As the audio NFT space continues to grow, this is an opportunity for all artists to tap into that space with original music. How it works. Every Sunday, new instrumentals will be uploaded to First Audio, and for each category of music, there will be updates each Sunday. Simply download the instrumental you like, use in your text audio NFT creation. Credit Harrison First in your audio NFT, like an example, music by Harrison First. Okay, music for your, let me see. Check this video out real quick, see what's going on here. Let me see. So I don't have, let me see you had a volume. Oh, let me, before this computer dies, let me plug this thing up. Just see it's about to die. There we go. And I think the podcast stopped. Let me go ahead and hit the record button. Finish recording another half because I'm not done yet. Let's save that. There we go. Coming right back in, second half of the podcast. 100 million Satoshis worth of game, digital identities in the metaverse. We're on part 2 of the podcast right now. And we're looking at a project at the website jnrfirst.com. And it seems to be an audio NFT platform. Producer and recording artist Harrison First launched First Social Money and First Club to become the first independent artist to use social money to bring his most active supporters to the new creative economy. First will unlock new ways for fans to stay in touch with the artist and become more involved in his creative process and music creation. Most of all, First unlocks an amazing world for First holders called First Audio. First Audio is a way for digital artists and NFT creators to tap into the audio NFT space by having fully produced music by Harrison First in their next collection. All instrumentals are produced by Harrison First, and you are only required to hold 1,000 First to have access. I wonder how much this First token is. As the audio NFT space continues to grow, this is an opportunity for all artists to tap into the space with original music. This is interesting. This is whoever this person is, he snapped with this. Up next, Almighty First Collection Decentrable Wearables, September 1st release. So yeah, I'm going to be an investor. I'm going to buy a couple of these wearables. I like this leather right here. I like these shoes. Yeah, I'm gonna be an investor in this. Here we go. Almighty First Collection. Interesting. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Because I think I know what I'm gonna have to do. Let me go ahead and get logged in here real quick. Let's see. All right, so let me see if I can get things started here real quick. Give me 1 second and please be patient with me, family. Trying to put on a decent show with a lot of information, at least 100 million Satoshis worth of game for you, but sometimes it takes a little minute for transaction fees to go through, transactions to go through, contracts to finish, and as such. So if you can, please be patient. Let me see. Let me see what this is going to allow us. Okay, that ain't too bad. So I'm gonna rock through with this real quick. There we go. As I await some more assets to come through, digital assets to proceed with the rest of the video, I'm gonna rock with this real quick. Got it. Now what you're seeing here, like I said, are some of the names that I myself own. Blue Woods, I believe Blue Woods was the creator of the NFT for Nas, which I also own the rights to Nasir Jones, Griselda, Johnny Blaze, Method Man, Dirk Banks, Rallo. Let's see. Reach out to Rallo for me. Anybody know Rallo, reach out to him for me. I got his name for him. Definitely gift that to him. Derek Adams, who I believe was the creator of the Jay-Z NFT. See, I'm going for artist names as well. Damon Dash, Boosie Badass, Waka Flocka, Johnny Witherspoon, Regina King, Huey Freeman. Of course, I had to get the Boondocks characters. Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, right? Shikari. I got her Twitter handle as well, Shikari FGTX. NLE Chopper. I like his energy. I think he'll be good as a metaverse avatar, right? Just my humble opinion. I think he'll be good as a metaverse avatar. So let me see how we're looking over here. Okay, cool. So now, what I'm gonna do first and foremost, right, is I'm gonna see if his name's available. Before I buy any of his gear, I'm gonna buy him. If he's available, let's see. Let's go to Builder. And if the transaction fee ain't too high, this may be one I gotta let slide, but I don't know. He's making a mark. So let's see. And this is what I do, family. I go dead in for the kill. Oh, you making shit in Decentral, man? Let's see how slick you really are. Let's see if you really in here or not. Let's see. Oh, so this is what you For those that are listening in right now, I found an individual, right? Those that are going to be listening into the podcast. I found an individual that is of right now building his own collection within the metaverse, right? He's building his own collection within the metaverse. But what he failed to do, let me see who this guy is. Hold on. Hold on. Harrison first. An American songwriter and producer. He works for producer for other artists. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let me get him. Let me get you. Let me get you, buddy. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. Man, it's gonna bite, but I'm gonna eat it. So we got Harrison first. We do have, let me see. That'd be an ugly E if I picked the wrong name. Harison first. Harison first. We got him. And that's how, me personally, fam, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how I gotta move in this space. As soon as I see, I gotta buy it. Because if I don't, somebody may come behind me and grab it. You get what I mean? What's up with Slice? I don't know what's up with Slice. I don't know what you mean by that. Best way to buy mana from an exchange market if you don't feel like paying a transaction fee. So we got Harrison first. We got Harrison first. Let me see. Yes, you can. Yep, you can. Same Addy. Same Addy. So now let's see. Now what else do I want to check, right? We got his name. We got his name. Let's check out Unstoppable Domains, which is then going to allow us to see if we can also get his domain name. And yes, this is available as well. So this is what I mean by you have individuals that are in the space, but they really not catching on to what they need to be doing, in my humble opinion. Him having these things available, let me do this. Let me actually do this. Let me not use his name because that's not what he's using for his website. Let's check his website. Let's do that. JR, what is it? Paste JNRY, which whatever that means first. Let's see. Let me grab both of these up then. Hey, if you're not gonna get it, let me go ahead and grab it. Let me get NFT. Harrison first. Got crypto. Get that. Let me get NFT. We got crypto. We can get NFT right here. There we go. So we're looking at a quick 120 real quick. Let me see. Okay, cool. All right, so let me do this. Sign myself in real quick. I don't want to share my personal information, so give me a minute while I perform this transaction. And exactly the steps that I'm going through right now, I'm really giving y'all like the game right now. Like I hope some of y'all taking notes. I'm giving y'all the game. This is exactly my moves. And not a lot of people are going to give you step by step their moves. But let's keep shit real. People are not going to give you the exact keys in order to do exactly what they're doing, right? Because everybody likes that superiority feel of being able to, I know more, or I'm able to do more. Or with me, man, I want everybody to do the same shit I'm doing. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let me see. Here we go. Let me get myself logged in real quick. All right. So now, once you get yourself in, we just go to cryptocurrency, start transaction, and we're going to be using Ethereum here. So here we go. Let me see. I'm really giving y'all soft. This is like paid content. You get what I'm saying? If y'all can, man, if anybody said, if you feel it's worth it, send a donation. Like I said, none of this shit is monetized. My YouTube's not monetized. Podcast is not monetized. There is no super chat. So, if y'all see value in what I'm doing, I'll drop the cash app in a minute. Hold on. Let me, what am I doing here? I'm trying to purchase these names real quick. There we go. Now let me come and get the amount. Yeah, but ain't nobody else just gonna walk y'all through and show y'all this shit just on the fly. There we go. And there we go. We detected the payment, transactions going through. Those names are mine. Let me see one last place, or one more place rather, that I want to stop. It's usually 3 spots that I go. Here we go, right here. Hold on, make sure. I want to make sure you're getting it right. Here we go. Somebody got this one. Unavailable. So he wasn't slipping all the way. And I think this is his. HarrisonFirst.eth. This may be his. So wasn't slipping all the way. Wasn't slipping all the way. Now I can come back and buy some of his collectibles and whatnot. Because I've secured the name, right? That's the bag. The bag is your name. All this shit y'all wearing right now, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Jimmy Choo, these people's names. Y'all keeping these people alive. Y'all keeping these people's spirits alive, these entities. After they pass, you're still going to be talking about the same names. Right? Brother Blue Pill, I see is going live right now on No Alleged Media. That's the God. That's the brother. But we secured the bag, which was your name. That's what the major thing here was. How to secure the name. That's the most important aspect in this space, like I keep telling y'all. And once again, it's just my opinion, right? I mean, what more do you have than your name? Right? Look, they're having a little stuff in here in Crypto Voxel. This is the future, y'all. So I already like what he's doing. He just wasn't okay. Harrison First versus USD. It's on CoinGecko. Where do we get this from? This first token. Market cap 104,000. Let's take a look at this. Right now it's at capped at 0.16. Last time it was updated though. No. 5 days ago. Interesting. Let me see. Where do we get it from? Probably on Uniswap. Maybe Pancake Swap, maybe Sushi Swap. So yeah, only a Uniswap. Right now there's zero volume. So for you to grab this, you wouldn't even be able to purchase it probably because there's no liquidity. So I wonder how he's combating that. Let me see. Harrison First Audio white paper. I'm gonna follow him on Twitter and see if he's dropping any information, and I'll reach out to him myself as well. And I'm giving y'all the keys. Like, this is how I go about it. Exactly what y'all seeing right now. This is how I go about it. Exactly what y'all seeing right now. Uncut, raw, 100 million Satoshis worth of game. Who owns you? Right? You got to ask yourself that. Never got private channel link Who was that? O.D. Henry. I don't know who that is. Don't know who O.D. Henry is. Right now, for free, they not or at all. Yep. All right, well, let me see what time is going on. So yeah, we've been live for almost an hour and a half now. A couple more names that I'm about to go actually attack now and try to lock down, along with a couple of more wearables. But like I said, as we go forward within this space, you got to think about that digital passport. You know what I mean? If you have a very, very unique name, you really, really should consider being able to obtain ownership of that unique name before somebody else does, right? Because you might have a name that becomes a very popular name, and that very popular name may catch a very popular type of bag, right? Meaning what they call the bag, as you see with the Kanye West name, which sold for 37, which is now 86,000, right? So think about these things as y'all move forward. I want to thank everybody that tuned in for today's episode of 100 million Satoshis worth of game. I hope that it was of interest and value to the viewer. For those that tuned in on both sides of the fence. Let me see. I don't even know how to check to see if I got likes or not. But y'all will miss me when I'm gone. I guarantee that. Y'all will miss me when I'm gone. That being said, I'm going to get up out of here, family. Peace, power, and prosperity. And let me see. Yep, I'm gone.